So, we're not going to be filming a whole lot today. We're hiking out around Calico Basin area.
Looking for the leprechaun, because he didn't leave no gold yesterday.
And we're grabbing about 5 geocaches. And we're going to be heading towards something called the living room, which is supposed to be some rocks people have stacked up in this little area that looks like a living room with tables and chairs and things like that. In the meantime, we're just going to be doing some geocaches around this area. Nothing really steep, just like desert with some hills here and there. We've grabbed 2 geocaches already. And that's our plan today, so this is probably going to be a very short video. But if we find the living room, we will show you. So we grabbed a geocache back that way a couple hundred feet. And since we were kind of close to this little desert peak, we thought we'd come and tag it while we're out here.
I like how we're calling them little peaks now.
Yeah, it's a little peak.
It's like, we're going to do a little peak.
It was a little peak compared to the one we did a couple weeks ago that you could see way off in the distance there. That was Blue Diamond Hill. That was close to 800 or 900 foot climb. This one's maybe 150, 200, I guess. Yeah, even the one we did last week is quite a bit higher than this one. This one doesn't even involve any trekking poles.
Yeah.
Very nice day out here today, though. It's both in our t-shirts. Yeah, yep. Both of us in t-shirts. I had a very light windbreaker to start the hike, and it came off in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, nice weather today.
A little bit of a breeze blowing. So we're going to tag this one, and then we're going to be heading way back over there, those red hills you see in the distance, very bottom, and we're going to look for the living room and eat our lunch on the tables.
Yep.
All right, so we're at the top of this little peak. Say hi, Robin.
King of the hill, the queen of the hill. Oh, look, they have a little area down there. See, they should have put a geocache right underneath there.
You can see the trail we're going across the desert that we used to get up here. And some people are down there walking in it as well. Right near that gray bush. Don't know if you can see them just a little bit to the right. Again, let me see how this zoom works. See if I can figure it out. Nope, I have no clue. I guess I'll have to read it. And there's a little town of Calico over there. So that's it from the top of the world.
Yeah. So it's like, look, they have like a platform here.
All right, so the living room is supposed to be somewhere in these rocks. I'm not sure where, at the end of them here. There's Craft Mountain. We hiked around that, what, about a month ago?
Yep.
There's the canyon back behind it, and Turtlehead Peak, big gray mountain in the middle. So we go over here and climb around these rocks and see if we can find it. All right, so we have found the living room. It's right on the other side of this big old boulder.
That must be the living room wall.
Yep. You need to scramble to get back here. But back here is where it is. So you see all the seats around here. There's the coffee table.
crazy, huh?
So we're going to take a break here, some water, get a bite to eat before we head back. So, still in the living room, and a little bite to eat. You like it, Robin? You want to move in?
Yeah, I think it's comfortable. Maybe make a bed there.
So we're going to head back. The sun's coming out. It's going to only get warmer. So, I thought this would be a good point to show our overall route today. We started off in the distance there. I don't know if you see that Carl on the road, but the way he's going behind that hill there. Hiked over that hill, and then to the end of that hill, hiked up to the peak. Then we hiked back down. Then, what you see those red rocks in the distance, the very end of those is about where the living room is at. And we hiked just about to the beginning of the Craft Mountain, up over the hill there to where we are now. And we'll be heading back down that way. You see the trail over the hill, and we should be back to our car. So it's going to be around a 5-mile loop we're doing. So we got one more geocache to grab on the way. So this is the route. This is where we went to Calico Basin. This is West Charleston, heading out of Las Vegas. We took that road out all the way to here. This is the turnoff to Calico Basin, and we didn't even go out to town. We just pulled over and parked right here where you see these other cars when I zoom in on this aerial map. The blue trail is basically the route we took. Hiked up here over a couple of hills. These little yellow pins that you see I have here are the geocaches we stopped and grabbed on the way. So we grabbed that one, grabbed this one, we hiked down to the valley. Now this part here is actually a little different. We didn't head up the blue line this way. We hiked down to the end here and cut up all the way to the top of the hill you see here. That was the high point of the hike. And then we hiked back down the same way we came. And this is where we hiked across the desert to try to find the living room, which we found back here. So actually, you can almost see it here on the aerial map. You see the trail that we followed along. This was the big old boulder that we found. I took a picture of it on the video. And the living room was actually right back behind there. So I put a pin there to mark it. Actually right there. Gives you a sense of where it's at compared to everything else. So from there we hiked back along this trail here. The red lines you see in other pins, these are geocaches went after from another hike. We followed back here. Hiked along that ridge line. Then we got to this last geocache right here. And then we hiked this way, down to the car. So, and if I right click on this blue line, we can see the mileage here. So that was 4.11 miles. But we did a bit of wandering around, so I'm thinking it's closer to 5, especially on this section over here where we went down, up, and back down. That's like a half a mile alone. So I think between all the walking we did around 5 miles.
Okay.
So we're done. We hiked part of this Jeans Trail today. We did around 5 miles round trip, I guess. That's what it looked like before I left the house. So that's it.
We didn't find the leprechaun. So
No leprechauns.
no
Found
luck.
the living room. Feet a little tender, but it was actually a pretty easy hike.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
Nope.
Okay.
Good.
That's it. We'll find somewhere to hike next week. See ya all later.
Bye.